we are going to be speaking to Danielle Mariani, who is from UNEP. And UNEP stands for the United Nations Environmental Program. Did I get that right, Mr. Mariani?
Perfect.
Ah, perfecto. Now, if you hear an accent from Mr. Mariani, you are correct. He's actually from Italy. So you see now, people, watch this. The man come from Italy. If you come talk to it, it's important. It's more than important. Do you see that? This is how you know something important, you know. The executive director left from him office, right? From important meeting for come talk, right? Then we had Mr. Morgan, who was actually on vacation. I'm going to admit it. He left his vacation when wait over a year for to come. Because I had to ask. I was like, sir, you know, tell me about yourself. He's like, girl, you know, I'm feeling a little tired this morning, so I'm getting my energy up. I said, you tired? But you at work? He said, no, I was on vacation. Me say, you come from vacation for come tell me about environment. You're good like gold. And then here, so all of these people are important people who came from far and wide. You understand that importance? For come test a battery and a TV and the circuit boards that come out of these things will hurt you if you do not discard it properly. Me have to emphasize it because sometimes my head tough. So I don't know if my head tough, somebody else head tough too. Anyways, Mr. Mariani, please give me a little download on being the communication knowledge management expert. Lord, the title fancy. Tell us more.
Well, thank you very much, first of all, to invite us. I want to bring the greetings from our head of office, Mr. Vincent Sweeney, and also which is the head of office of UNEP CSRO, Caribbean Sub-Regional Office, and Mr. Christopher Cobbin, who is the UNEP SEP coordinator.
Wow.
So greetings from them. Unfortunately, they couldn't attend because they are at the moment busy with other.
Yeah, they have a lot of meetings, and I'm sure you did too. But them said them vote you and said you need to go, sir, because you are the communication specialist. So who better to talk to us and tell us about why your role or your organization's role is so important to our organizations here in Jamaica. Go ahead.
Well, UNEP CSRO actually is working among all the region, 23 countries.
Right.
And what we are doing is supporting and promoting the environmental sustainability among the Caribbean.
Ah.
And we are working closely with national governments and international organizations in order to promote environmental responsibilities. And we work, of course, not only on waste, but also about other environmental issues.
Yes.
Which I think all of those are affecting all the region, and I can say all the world.
Of course. I don't, you know, when we look at our TVs and we look at, to us it's just entertainment, but we don't think about the technology behind it and the chemicals that are releasing once they are no longer of use. You see, I don't know if anybody realizes that a phone will be good, very good, but if you put it down for too long, all of a sudden, it's no longer as good as it was before, and nothing happened to you. You never move it, never fell in water, but it's releasing these gases as it sits there, and it's deteriorating, and it's harmful to the environment.
Yes, actually, e-waste is one of the important topics about talking about solid waste, for example.
Right.
Because as you said, the chemicals that they can release will definitely affect all our lives. Waste in general, usually solid waste usually affects our life at the different levels, from the tourism to economics to the health. So we definitely have to pay attention on what and how we deal with this particular disposal.
Right, right. Thank you so much for that. Tell me, tell me more about your role as a communication specialist. You see, this title here is quite special if you really think about it. It is communication knowledge management expert. All of those individually is it feels a title and a role in itself. Tell me what it is that you do within your organization.
Actually, the communication in general communication is focused in informing, creating awareness, and engaging.
Right.
So what we do in terms of the project that we are working with is to inform our audience, to engage our audience, and to create awareness in the places where we work. So we do different initiatives up to the different audiences that we want to speak, because we speak with all the different civil actors. So from the public sector to the private sector, academia, NGOs, and also the general award, let's say the general public.
That's amazing. That is great work. And I have to give you your flowers while you're in front of me. I've been giving everyone their flowers because I think this is important work. People, I think the executive director was saying, people stigmatize, they cast away people who say, oh, we work in environments. And it's like, oh, okay, you work in an environment. But they don't understand the impact. Every carbon footprint is an impact on the environment. It's the ozone, it's everything. Our health, how we breathe, how we sleep at night. Everything is an impact to the environment. Please tell me about the zero waste initiative that you were expounding on earlier with me.
Yes, zero waste in the Caribbean, new waves is one of the projects that our office is working on. This project is an EU-founded project.
Beautiful.
In collaboration with CARIFORUM, and co-financed by the German Cooperation Agency and implemented by UNEP, by the French Agency for the Development, the German Agency for the International Cooperation, in partnership with OECS, which is the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Wow, that is a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, it's
so you see, it takes a lot.
Yes, actually, it's important this because it shows how there's an international commitment to tackle the problem of the waste. So we work here. We work within 16 countries among the region, and we partner with the national authorities. So what we do is to develop different strategies at national level and regional level in order to give the opportunity and to create a common space where we can not only have a dialogue and sharing best practices, but also align solid circular economy principles within the national solid waste strategies.
Wow, beautifully said. I could never. That's a lot of work, and I know there's so much paperwork involved. But boy, oh boy, can I tell you again, just the steps that we are taking here today in an environment, just educating everyone, especially with e-waste being an international day. It's not just a day where Jamaica make up out enough. No, it is a global initiative. Did you hear how many countries are involved? 16 in the region. That's not even globally, just in the region. And then globally there was 23, I think you said?
No, that was in the region actually.
23.
UNEP CSRO that is working on.
Wow.
In those
And of course, we are included. Jamaica is included. So as you can see, guys, we are at the forefront of taking steps to make Jamaica a healthier place, a more beautiful place for our children to play, so they can even come to somewhere like Mandela Park in the evening after school, and they don't have to worry about any e-waste or any waste at all, because they know that NSWMA, they know that UNEP, they know that all these agencies are here for them. All right, what are your next steps in environmental awareness, especially in waste?
Actually, related to the project that I described before, I was talking before, the next step is still to create and keep going, working hard with our national focal points. We want to work, we want to engage more every civil society actors. And what we want is really to achieve a result that they can, let's say, last. So the next step will be more initiatives, more partnerships, more activities that they can really give the opportunity not only to Jamaica but all the 16 countries that we are partnering to really create a new wave for their communities.
Man, that is amazing. And I hope and I wish you all the success in that. And again, I have to big up NSWMA for having this lovely meet and greet to talk to all of these companies so that the companies could talk to all of the Jamaicans out here today. I want to big up Gates Jamaica because did you know that Gates Jamaica actually use the e-waste to make robots? And they also teach that in schools. There are the STEAM team that can. All right, so we're going to talk to Gates Jamaica later. We're going to get some insider information on these robots. Because me want to know if you build a robot. See, Elon Musk got build a robot there and them serving people and going to the supermarket. So I want to know if I have enough e-waste. Can Gates Jamaica build me a Elon Musk robot, please? I would like a CP4. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, I'm sorry. But I want a robot to come and cater to my every need. And you can do that. Can you imagine if you decide to take better care of the environment? You could build a robot too. You could probably be the next Elon Musk. So I want to thank you, Mr. Mariani, for coming through today from all the way from Italy, and wherever your office is actually located, to come here and speak to us about solid waste in general, but also you gave us a bit of pointers and where e-waste was concerned, and telling us about zero waste initiatives. So guys, go and look up zero waste. I think it is important that we educate ourselves on all these environmental bits and pieces and parts that put together, it makes a bigger picture. All right, Mr. Mariani, Daniel Mariani, any last words?
Well, actually, you mentioned, for example, the 26th of March.
Yes.
It will be every 26th of March is the International Day of Zero Waste.
Yes, yes it is.
And the idea is really to keep working together. And let's say that, as you mentioned, I come from Italy, and there are a lot of people that here in Jamaica are working for Jamaica, not only for Jamaica, but also for the Caribbean countries, which means what? We are one big family, and what we really have to do is just like moving all together towards one goal, which is going to affect positively if we work as a family, to not only to us, but also to our future generations. So I want to remember, I apologize, it was the 30th of March. So every 30th of March. So hopefully that, we will celebrate next year, the 30th of March, all together as a big family.
Yes, and as I remember, the theme this year was indeed reduce, reuse, and recycle. I do remember the 30th of March, in fact, being a zero waste day, and I was actually quite excited because I didn't know until this year we did have a zero waste day. So thank you so much for sharing that again with us, Mr. Mariani. I hope you have a spectacular day and you keep educating everyone across the world, whoever you can reach, about the importance of recycling, reducing, and reusing.
Thank you.
All right, DJ Elmo, let's have some music before we do the next giveaway. Oh, yes, and remember the e-waste truck is at the gate. Right over there, that big, white, shiny new truck that NSWA buy just for you. Please go put your e-waste, electronic waste, in that truck.